Okay, so today's lecture would be on what? I'm going to, I've already shown you one demo how to actually store a image into the MySQL database earlier. I want to see that particular database which I shown you in the last lecture. I think I forget the number of lecture. I hope you remember. Sachin,
Yeah, yes, sir. I remember.
which one? Number of the lecture.
PMDB.
Better, I'm asking about the lecture, number of lecture. How many lectures I've taken? How many lectures I've taken?
Till we have taken a 7 to 8 lecture sometime,
Oh
like
my God!
something.
Oh my God! Okay, it's horrible.
It's horrible.
Okay, see, I've created one table that is called as EMP, but it was not there. I think one of the another table is there, PMDB. I hope you remember PMDB.
Yes, yes,
In
yes, sir.
PMDB, I have one table that is called as PMTB. Right, this is the structure. Very simple, very simple, very simple. The structure is, if you want to see the structure of this table, you can just fire one query that is called as dask. We have other way also, but very simple way we have, but I want to show you one query, dask pmtb, this one. I have taken this entire lecture separately for showing the how query works. Approximately 15 queries I have shown in front of you, right, in the previous lecture. So I'm just trying to execute this query. Oh my God, what I did. Okay, I've not selected this database. Let me execute once again. Oh, dask pmtb लिखना था. I have written pmdb. I've written pm, not showing me this data structure. Oh sorry, this is the schema actually. I will show you. This is the type of data. It shows me the entire structure of the table. The field is name, second field is photo, and the data type would be for varchar, which I have defined at the time of creation this schema. Schema, you know what is the meaning of schema?
Yes, sir.
Schema is the overall structure of this table and database, whatever it is. Right now it's in table structure, so we call it as a schema, right? The overall structure of
Okay.
table. So let me come on to the point. What I'm trying to do is I have taken one lecture previously, that is how to store an image into table. That's what I did. If you want, I can show you this one. Right? I'm clicking on this. Oh my God, you can't see like this. I will show you table data. You can click on this and you can just see this one. This image we have inserted in last lecture, right, in database, in table. I hope you remember. If you forget something, we will recall it once again, right? So let me come on to the eclipse part. Yeah, you can see this MySQL, right? Oh my God. Okay, let it be.
Yes, sir.
You can see, right?
Yes, yes, I can see.
Okay, great. So let me create one project. I'm creating one project that is of Java flavor. We have different flavors. You can see three flavors at the top of the this window: Java project, Android application project, web application project. What I need to select is Java project,
Java. Yes.
right? We want to select the
Yes, sir.
flavor that is called as Java project. So we have selected, this is a core Java project. Basically what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to teach you the how to actually retrieve the binary image from the database. And for that purpose, what I'll do, I will use one method that is called as get blob. What I'm using,
Mm-hmm.
get blob. So we will see that. First of all, I'm going to create one class, oh sorry, a project. I'm giving name that should be relevant to my project. JDBC show image, right?
Okay.
It's look fantastic, right? So let me create this one. If I want, I can, use this. I've already selected this JRE. Next, then finish, right?
Yes, sir.
This is SRC. Now SRC stands for source. So it is a by default package. I need to create the, all packages inside of this, whatever module assigned to me in the company, wherever you are working, like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, wherever you are working, you need to create the module which assigned to you. You have to create this module in SRC folder. Later on it will be integrated, right? These all modules will be integrated into the projects, but right now I'm going to create one project, one package. So how I am creating this one, I will right click on the SRC folder, and I'll go to other, right? And then after I will create this package from the Java. Should I make it once again? I'll create on
Yes,
this
sir.
SRC, right click, then new,
Okay.
then other, then Java, then package. That's it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now
Now I got it.
next, what I'm giving is com. Com is the folder name.
Okay.
In this folder, I will create the name of the company like TCS, Infosys, whatever. In which, wherever you're working, you have to write the name of that particular company. And suppose the module assigned you, like a CRUD operation or a login module or admin module, whatever be the module assigned to you, you have to work accordingly. You have to write that particular name after TCS, after the company name, right?
Okay.
Understood?
Right. Yes, sir.
So we have created this folder, that is JDBC. Basically, these are the three folders. In the com folder, you have the com means commercial, and TCS is the name of the company. And then after after dot, you have the name of the module that is being assigned to you. So let me finish it. Now, once I've created this package, I'm going to create one of the file that is the class of Java, and the name of that file would be test. What should I write it over here? Test image show, or test show image. It should be relevant to your functionality that you are going to perform, right?
Yes, sir.
So image. So I've given this name so that later on, whenever I'm going to refer this one, I can, frequently I can understand what exactly this program does, right? So let me click on this public static void main, so that it will, come automatically. I don't need to write this public statement separately. Once I'm clicking on this, it will come automatically, right? This is the functionality which has already been given by the Eclipse editor,
Eclipse.
and that is why it's most user-friendly environment, right? So let me click on the finish. Once you click on this, you will find this public static void main, which is automatically comes because I have clicked on that particular the checkbox which I have clicked over there, and because of that it comes here, right? So
All right.
this is the class name. This is the method name, public static void main. I think you have already gone through with the core Java, so you might have heard about it before. So I don't require to, give the lecture on this, I think. So let me come
Yes,
on to
sir.
the JDBC, because today's lecture is based on the how actually we retrieve the image from the, database.
Binary to
Sorry.
binary to database.
Actually, we are not showing image, we are retrieving this image, and we are just trying to store that image into the hard drive. We are not going to show it, because when I'm going to show, teach you the servlet and the JSP, that time I will show you actually. So might be if you are getting confused, you can just change this name. You don't need to write here show. All right. But later on, because I'm planning to, in this code only, I'm going to change. I'm just going to write the code in future for showing purpose. So that is why I've given this name. If you don't have any problem, right?
All
If you
right.
don't have any confusion, so let me write the first line. How actually I told you earlier in my previous lecture, I told you how to register driver. In the
Yes, sir.
Java is a front end technology, right? Front end language, right? So whatever I'm writing here, it will be work for front end. So what I'm doing is I'm just using JDBC APIs like java.sql, which will use to, connect front end to back end. It is a bridge between the, front end back end. This is the API which work to make the communication possible between the front end and back end. I hope you understood, right? So what I'm doing is I need to, insert one jar file that is called as Java archive. Basically we have three archive file that is called as zip concept. I hope whenever we need to compose more, many files in a particular bunch, that particular bunch is known as the archive files. That is, you always tell we are going to create a zip file. So it works like that. So whenever Java specific zip files you are trying to make, you have to create the jar file. Jar concept is, it comes that time. So for the first jar I would say jar is a Java archive, mean to say we have the core Java libraries compose version, right? And the second one, var, that is the wave archive. We are, JSP Servlet and the wave related things we are compressing and we are keeping over there in the var means web archive. I hope you understood, right? The third version is the R file mean to say enterprise archive. These all three files which we create for deploying purpose. This is the part of development right now. Whatever we are doing right now, it's a part of development. But once the whole work will be completed, we need to create the jar var or R file, and then after we will deploy the client side. So that's a kind of, outcome of our whatever we are doing. It is the outcome of that. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So let me create one. I'm just using one class file. I already told you class is a class file. It's not a, it's a class basically. Class is a class. It's not a keyword which create this class and this class both are different, right? The first letter you can see is a small one. This is the first letter which is capital one, right? This is the class actually, and this is a class keyword which, which qualify this test to show image to it will make this test show image to a class. Understood? Compiler understood by this class keyword
Yes, sir.
that
Yes.
this is
The
the
class keyword
class.
is shown in the class. Yeah.
Yes,
And this is the
whatever it
class.
is written, after this class, it will be treated as a class,
Yeah.
right? Now
Yes, sir.
let me come on to this class. This is basically a class because the first letter of this class is capital letter, right? And this is how
Yes, sir.
it will be treated as a class actually. So this class is a
Yes.
keyword, this class is a class actually. So a
Class.
class, then after we have the dot keyword, which is a access symbol. Then after we will, use one method. This is forename, and you already aware of what is the meaning of forename. Forename basically a method which is used to load the driver. And the entire code which is used to load the driver is written inside of this forename method, and it's already available there. Class is already predefined class where forename is already written there, and that is already static type. The type of this forename is static type, and this is why we are able to access this method by using the class name itself, right? If it is an instance method, you have to create the instance of this class, then only you can access this method, right? But this is the static method, so it is accessible by the class name itself. I hope you understood. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, great. So let me write one line. Form MySQL, then JDBC. These are the name of packages, right? Then the driver. This will be only available, this driver will only be available when I'm inserting, my jar which I've already downloaded from the Oracle side, because MySQL is a product of Oracle. So we will download from there, and then after we will insert in our build path, right? So let me do it. But before that, let me write this code first of all. This code will generate some exception, and the exception would be class not found. And this question will be asked most frequently from the interviewer. Most of the time he will ask, have you find ever the problem of class not found exception? Have you seen in your entire life? Have you ever find this mistake in your program that you are finding an error that is called as exception, that is called as class not found exception? So you must say, yes sir, I seen it. Whenever we are writing the code of class.forName com.mysql.jdbc driver, or we are trying to load the driver of the Oracle or SQL Server or Cbase, we are dealing with the problem of class not found exception actually. So we have to write over there, try catch, or we need to throw this exception. Sachin, you might be getting it properly, right?
Yes, I'm getting totally. Thank you.
Okay. So here I'm writing exception. We created the E. This is the part of core Java. Let me write it once again. Sys out. Control space. Control space is the shortcut. When you're writing sys out, you can just click on the control then space. You can just write the entire sys out. So sys out is just a shortcut of system out.println. You have to write control space. You have to click control and plus you have to click on the space, both together, so that you will find the system out.println, right? So now I'm writing here e.getMessage. What I'm writing here? E.getMessage. So this is how you can exactly find out what is the problem with the driver, and whatever is the problem with the statement that you have written inside of try catch. Okay. So now I think this part is quite easy because we have taken these classes earlier. Now let me create one connection. Connection is a interface which is already available there in the java.sql package. Whenever I'm writing connection and we are using control space, this line will be automatically inserted over here. This will be done by only Eclipse software, right? So you don't need to bother about it. You have to write it connection and control space. That's it. It will come automatically. And now after this, you're writing one, you can have it anything, right? Cone1, cone, whatever you want, you can write it over there. But it should be relevant to the, things that you're doing. Connection, cone, then we are writing driver manager. What are you writing? Driver manager dot get connection. Whenever you're using control space, you need to take care a little bit about which package you are going to import over there. You just need to observe it properly. You might have seen it. Sometimes you are importing the MySQL, because as of now I have not taken this file from the desktop which I've already downloaded over there, MySQL jar. So that is why it's not giving me that kind of thing. But once you are using that jar, if you've already inserted it by the build path, it will give you error. It will give you exception. You're not getting it, right? There are two packages which are frequently you will find: java.mysql.connection, java.sql connection, java.mysql driver manager, java.sql driver manager. So people are getting confused. Because of that, I'm trying to explain you what actually the difference between the Java SQL. SQL is basically an API of driver, API of JDBC, right? And the MySQL is only specific to the MySQL only. So we should not use it. So let me, make it large. JDBC colon MySQL. Okay, Sachin, tell me, what should I write it here? Sachin, Sachin,
Sorry. Localhost.
localhost. Now localhost. Yes. Then
Then driver name.
don't see a copy. What is the this is the driver name.
No, no, it's like a database name. So image.
Acha. That's not good, yeah. This is a port name.
There's
Why don't you write it in a copy here? Localhost is your IP name wherever your server is installed. In my case, because my machine itself having my MySQL server, and this is why I've written here the IP name that is called as localhost. And because this
Yes, sir.
server is a software, and each and every software which is executing in my machine has some port number. So I should write the port of that particular software also, so that this code will understand from where I need to connect. Right, this is the MySQL port by default 3306. You can change it, but right now we have 3306. That is why I've written here 3306. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Database name then. Database name.
What is that? Tell me, forget
PMDB.
it. I forget it, sir. Why don't you say that?
PMDB.
Comma, then
Root.
okay, good.
Root.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Then
semicolon.
okay. Does it make any sense? Let me write this S out again. Control space.
Okay.
What will be the answer?
A system printer connected.
Sachin,
Yes, sir.
what will be the answer?
Connection con driver. We have made it.
Huh?
Let I confuse, sir, for right now.
Sorry?
I'm
Sachin?
getting confused for that line. So
The
I'm
error
not
would
recall
be
it.
com.mysql.jdbc driver, because I have not inserted
Okay.
driver in build path. That is why driver is not available, right? In e.get message will print there com.mysql.jdbc.driver is not available right now,
Okay.
because I have not inserted in my build path. That is why. Let me execute this program. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think you have not created this program.
Yes,
Build
sir.
path. Click on JDBC show image folder, then build a path. Then after you should go for add external archive. Oh my God, you should take it from here. This is the jar which I've downloaded from the, you can just write it over there at the Google MySQL connector for JDBC. Right, you can do it now, dear.
I can. Yeah, I will do.
I hope so. If you found any problem, you can just ask me, right?
All right, sir.
We have seen in the earlier lectures. So let me execute once again.
Sure. Definitely.
It's connected now. It's connected, dear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will again executing this run. Understood?
Connected.
Okay,
Yes,
great. this is the 2-line code which I have written for connection purpose only. The first line shows how the driver are registered, right? Driver loaded, and the second one, the line which was written, the credential part, how the actually the physical connection will be established. You can understand by this particular line, connection cone. This is our service provider who gives you services for the connection. It basically give you connection object. Which one? Driver manager. It has some a static method. One of them is get connection, which actually gives you the physical connection from the database, right? You have to give some parameters like localhost, which is the IP address, and 3306 is the port number and the database name, and the credential like username and the password. Understood? This is the port name. This is the IP address. Because I'm
Localhost.
working on the
Yeah.
I'm working on the same machine, which is my local machine. So this is why I've written over there localhost. If you have remote machine, you can just write it over there, the name of the machine, that particular machine, IP address, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to create one prepared statement object, but before that I need to prepare one query.
Okay.
We're supposed to have here
String. Okay.
select star from.
Star from PMTB. PMTB.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, how many
Then
images I want to
prepared statement.
how many images I want to retrieve? Only one image?
Yes. No. We can.
Retrieve the all
Yeah. While
images,
we
but
have
I'm
write,
only retrieving one image, right?
then we have to write something. Whatever we have. Prepared statement. SQL. Yes.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Here we need to use PS execute update or execute query.
On that line.
This one. Let me remove this one. First of all, let me pass we need to pass the question mark value, right?
Yes, sir.
That is ID. ID, enough. So it's a what is that?
Yes. Result RS.
You can see SQL Yog 2222. Oh, sorry. I want to see PMTB, right?
Yes.
Okay, I need to pass name, right?
Yes, sir.
Or I removed this one. I don't need to pass it. Let it be. Right?
Yes, sir. Execute.
Because ID is not there. That is why I'm not using this one, right?
Yes, sir.
PS execute query. What it returns? Control space.
It
You can
returns
see.
name.
You can read it properly. What it returns?
It returns name.
Result set.
Yeah. Result set.
You can see there. What it returns? Result
Yes.
set. This
Result
methods is already exists in prepared statement. This is the name of interface where this execute query is exist, and this is the type of what it returns exactly. It returns result set, right?
Result set. Yes. Result set. RS.
Now
Yes.
what I'm trying to do is
While loop.
rs dot next, what it returns? It returns a boolean value. If it is true, then it will execute the code which is written, which is already written in while block, right? If it is true, then it will execute. rs dot get block.
Get block.
This is the name of field. Sorry, number of
Yes.
field.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes, sir. Till.
Now what I'm trying to do is, actually there is a database MySQL which gives me the binary data, which is in the form of blob, right? Now what I'm trying to
Okay.
get is, I'm trying to get an array from the blob data type, blob object. I'm trying to get that one.
Okay. Byte.
Right?
Yes, sir.
This is the position. Only one image I want to get. Okay. What is the error?
It's source database. But what you can say? Get bytes.
Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
We are typecasting it
Introduce.
into integer actually. The takes two parameter. One of them is the for position of the, the first thing, the first image that you want to get, and this length that you want to retrieve, right? Now what I'm doing
Yeah.
is, I'm just trying to write this bytes of data inside of the hard disk, right? So I need to write here output string. I'll output a string. Then what I did, I returned D colon
AB.
whatever I'm giving.
JPG.
It will store. It will
Okay.
actually, write the Modi ji image over there.
This is the basically path where we have stored the
Exactly,
images.
exactly.
Okay.
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 Let me run this program.
Connected operation not allow after results set close.
Okay. Let me see once again. What is the name of the file?
Uh,
Okay. It was not
yeah.
there.
Okay. It is C. It is D drive.
I can create your name, right? It was not there. You have to create your name, Sachin.
All right.
You are not Modi, but I suppose.
I know.
Okay.
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 I don't need this one, right? It was coming by mistake.
All right.
You can just see these pictures. You can just have this picture now. And you can just try to find out if you have some errors somewhere, you can just find it out and just let me know where exactly we are finding any problems. If you find that, otherwise we will show you what mistake we did in this program. So we will discuss onto that, but before that you need to try to find out, right?
Yes, sir.
So take this picture now, or you can write it down, but I would suggest you to not only do this program practically on the machines. I would suggest you to write the entire code inside of your copy at least say 1-2 times at least, so that you will grab the actual idea behind of this program. Blob is the data type.
But
We are just getting the binary data from the second column because you have inserted your image into the second column. That is why I've written this. This is the second column, right?
yes,
One
sir.
and two. So you have taken this image in the binary format from the blob. The method is already available in the java.sql package. Sorry, in the result set of the result set is already available in the Java SQL
Java.
package, and result set gives you the get blob method, which return the object of blob method, which takes the binary data from the database, right? It is used to retrieve the binary format data, right? In the
Yes, sir.
get blob method, images like images. But what I need to do, because my FOC because file output object will always use write method, and write method will always use the what it use the byte array, and this is why I need to convert this blob into byte array. And because we have the method like get bytes, which is already available in the blob object, blob class, get byte method is instance method, which takes two parameter. The one of them is size and the second one is the position. It
Like,
returns me the array of byte. We are just trying to write this image into the specific location. The location is this one. It will copy, it will create new jpg file, and it will take the database image like Modi, or you might be having your own picture in the jpg format. You can just write it over there. I hope you understood now. If you
yes, sir.
find any
Yes, I can.
problem, and I think you should take it some problems from this program, and you can just let me know where we are doing some mistakes in this program, so that we can discuss on that particular part also in the later lecture, in the next lecture, right? So let me close it now. Let me finish it now. We will discuss the problems which are coming. We will query part, we will take it in the next session. Okay. Okay, dear.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I should stop the recording part. Let me do it.